before you know it, man, the rest is history. Now we have over 300 credit repair franchises. I don't have a job. I'm actually unemployable because I've been without a job for so long. I don't even know how it feels for somebody to kind of tell me what to do. I remember those days, and now, man, we get a chance just to help people. And that's the focus, man. So, guys, I know it's a little bit long-winded in my introduction. Go ahead and let me know what you guys are representing. I'm in Davie, Florida, represent your city, your state. Look, see, you guys know what's going on. I already started seeing people go inside the chat. So Trenton, Kentucky, we see you. Fort Lauderdale. What's up, Belinda? I think you did a nice, Belinda, you did a nice, hosting yesterday. You got a little nervous, but you did great. But good job on that. Welcome. Los Angeles, we see you by way of Mobile, Alabama. All right, Gordon, we see you. You just traveled. So Mobile, Alabama, you guys are in Alabama, man. You guys are everywhere. Every time we do these webinars, you guys are there. Bridget, we see you over there in Texas. You're going to override the whole state. All right. Michelle from Davie. Oh, the general. Michelle and Ryan, boss. Norma, I know you're not too far away. We see you too. I'm sure you representing Davie. South Carolina, we see you. Jackson, Mississippi, we see you. Team Gordon, Mobile, Alabama. There you go. See, it's 5 of you guys. All right. Farmville, Virginia, we see you. Louisiana, Pinky, LaQuinta, we see you. Oh man, LaQuinta, I got so much respect for you, man. Your grind, your tenacity, your fortitude is just, unmatched, man. So continue to do what you're doing. You're going to override Louisiana as well. And anything you need me to do, man, just please never hesitate to reach. Well, you always reach out to me. So Hartfield, Connecticut, we see you. Raleigh, North Carolina, Brianna, we see you. Haven't seen you in a while. We see you. All right. Tampa, okay, we see you. Nashville, we see you. North Carolina again. Miami, okay. Si se puede. I hope you speak Spanish. We see you. Hudson, New York, we see you. Team Gordon, all right, 7 of you. Mobile, Alabama, we see you. Panama City, we see you. Houston, Texas, all right, we see you. Detroit, I wonder how far you guys are from Farmington Hills, Michigan. That's our headquarters. My mentor is going to go over that information a little later. But we see you over there in Michigan. Pensacola, Florida, we see you. Virginia, we see you. Tampa again. Miramar, oh my God. I went to Miramar High. That was the first place where I learned how to play spades. Miramar, we see you. Louisiana, in the building, of course. We see you. Phoenix, we see you. Greensboro, we see you. You welcome, Belinda. You did phenomenal. Jacksonville, we see you. West Palm Beach, we see you. Georgia, stand up. All right, Virginia, Northern Virginia, D.C., Pembroke Pines. Oh, my God, I love Pembroke Pines, man. Pembroke Lake Mall's #1. Everton, we see you. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Oh, man, we see you. Everton, thank you for your leadership, everything that you do, man. Thank you for being selfless and always helping people, man, even if they're not in your group, man. We already know you're going to be a top producing senior regional vice president. We need you to claim that. Durham, North Carolina, we see you. Dallas, Texas, we see you. Where else we got? New Jersey, okay, we see you. Colorado, we see you. I think you guys had a shooting this week, man. We're going to pray for you guys over there. Alabama, we see you. Cuba, okay, that's a joke. We see you anyway. Carverville, Georgia, we see you. Where else? Portland, Oregon, we see you. Dallas, we see you. Shreveport, Louisiana, we see you. Team Davie, okay. Montgomery, Alabama, we see you. Hallelujah. Oh, Latoya, right after I'm done with my first part, definitely bring on, I think you had a powerful young lady that's killing it in your business. Bring her on so she could do a testimony. I think you told me earlier she got a few things removed off her credit. So I would love for her to do a testimonial tonight. Arizona, we see you. New York, we see you. New Jersey, Mississippi. So guys, everybody is coming into the chat. And I love it, guys. It's about 9:07. I'm 2 minutes over. I just want to kind of get right into it, guys. And again, man, You guys are in for a treat. So in this first half, I'm going to go over the credit repair side. So those of you who came on a little bit later, my name is Coach Kev, top executive with the company. We help a lot of people restore their credit, and we also help a lot of people just take their whole personal and professional life to the next level. So we're going to be going over the credit side, and then right after this, we're going to do a few testimonials, and then we're going to dig right into the business side. So I want you guys to take copious notes. If you don't have anything to write with, prick your finger, start writing in blood, do whatever you need to do. And you need to get the dog, the cat, the mouse, everybody, get them in front of this information, so that way we can basically bless them and not only help them get their credit restored, but at the same time position them to generate revenue, those of you who are lucky. Let me make sure my volume's up. All right, let's get to the first slide. So guys, what I love about our company is that we're not only helping people restore their credit, but we also educate them. And if you guys didn't know, the lowest you can go is 300 credit score, and it goes as high as 850. I really think in the future, it's going to be even higher. So you guys need to brace for impact, but you definitely need to make sure you understand that, guys, at this point, if you're if you're under 700, you got fair credit. We were speaking to someone the other day, and they said, "Oh, my credit score is good. I got a 600, bro. That's poor credit. that's not good. You got a little ways to go, but it's important for everybody to know. Even though the average credit score nationally is 700, that's not the case, because we know 73 million people have less than a 599 credit score. So we know a lot of people need our help. A lot of people don't even know what their credit score looks like. Let me go ahead and mute that line. Hold on one second. Oh, you beat me to it, Sheeta. Thank you. All right. 10% of Americans are credit invisible. So what does that mean? We all heard the phrase when we were younger, having no credit is just as bad as having bad credit. So you definitely want to make sure you have enough credit. I was speaking to a gentleman earlier from New Mexico, and he has a utilization problem. He didn't even need credit repair. He just need to build credit, and at the same time bring his current credit cards down a little bit lower, which we'll get into that later as well. And guys, think about it. We have people on this webinar from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast, and we all have something in common. Our formal education never taught us about personal finances, ownership, financial freedom, or success. The teachers that I connected with, they hated their jobs, let alone they're going to teach you about credit. We actually go inside schools teaching kids about personal finances. I personally have done presentations for teachers on teachers planning day and to educate them about credit, and they were bewildered about all the information that I was giving to them just about credit, my rent, just about the utilization. They had no idea. Just because they're a teacher, that doesn't mean they're fully educated on everything in life. So the name of the company that's going to be actually restoring and working on your credit is called United Credit Education Services. So you want to familiarize yourself with that. So what is United Credit Education Services, right? What does it include in reference to the protection plan? Well, guys, think about it. We have a 15-year track record, and we help remove close to 1 million items from clients' credit report. And our services have successfully removed inaccurate, erroneous, and obsolete information from credit profiles, helping families reach their financial goal. And we have an A rating on the Better Business Bureau. And those of you who are in the financial sector, or financial services, or insurance and real estate, or any industry really, you understand that when you have an A rating on the Better Business Bureau, that's great. That's difficult to achieve. So that means we had to have helped a lot of people have success. Right? So the protection, the actual membership focuses on protecting your credit, your family, your finances, and your future. Those of us who are serious about having a successful future, you have to do things right now to protect it. And at the same time, to ensure that you're going to have a successful future by putting things in place to protect your assets. Now, here's some of the tools that you guys are going to be able to get I'm not going to delve into it right now because we're going to get into it specifically in a few slides. But let's kind of go over a little bit more information, guys. Our credit education services can assist you with communicating with the credit bureaus to remove this information of your credit report, to restore your score and maximize your financial opportunities. So when you get to the table, the negotiation table, when it's time for you to buy a house or a car or whatever you're trying to do, you're going to have the power because your credit. And when you know that you have great credit, you start to get a little, little cocky. You put your shoulders up, you're ready to go. But when you have bad credit, you have a defeated mentality. You basically take what's given to you. You settle. And that's not fair because bad things happen to good people sometimes. But the Bible always says we perish from lack of knowledge. So we all have to be knowledgeable on what we're doing and how we can get ourselves in a better situation. And that's the reason why I love what we do, man. We're not only helping people fix their credit, but we're changing generations and educating them. So here's how your credit is being calculated. 35% makes up of you paying your bills on time. Very simple. So if you have certain things that you can put on automatic pay, do that. Because that makes up 35% of your actual credit score. That's a big number. Now, capacity and amount owed, that's just your utilization. That's how much how much you're charging on your card. So here's an example. So let's say, for instance, you have a credit card that has $1,000 limit on there, right? You want to stay under 20%. So you want to stay under 200. You want to stay under 30%. So you want to stay under 300. The bottom line is if you stay under 30%, you're going to maximize every time you're paying your credit card payment, you're going to maximize your point increases. You don't have to worry about getting 1 point, 2 point because you're under the utilization. This is why when I was speaking to a prospect, and again, she didn't need credit repair. She just had 5 credit cards almost maxed out, and she couldn't understand why her credit was going down. And I told her, and she was like, man, coach, all these people telling me I need credit repair. You're the first person I spoke to. So guys, as you guys are building this business, man, be honest with people and just give them answers and information that you want to know because, that comes back to you. This lady's going to send me people all because I gave her the correct information. And she's also signing up on some other programs that we have that's going to help us start building credit. But I digress. So 15% makes up your length of credit. So think about that. We've all gotten those cards, either Capital One or First Premier, right? 18, 19 years old. And if you did like I did, you would swipe, swipe, swipe. And then as soon as you got the bill, you didn't realize that they had interest on there. It said 500, but it charged 500, but interest, you have $700. And when I saw that, I was like, all right, I'm not paying this. And then it ended up on my credit report. So if I had that card when I first got out of high school and I had it till now, guys, my credit would be 850 at this point. Your credit would be higher. Why? Because you would have all that length, all that history helping you build your credit. The other 10% makes up of new cards. Now, I'm not telling you go out and go get a credit card right now, but that kind of helps you as well. The other 10% makes up of types of use of credit. So whether it's installment or whether it's revolving. But the bottom line is, guys, the two most important is payment history and the amount owed on your credit card. So that makes up a total of 65% of your score. So you want to have that that on point. All right, you guys, the credit reporting agencies are not governmental entities, guys. They are private companies that just buy and sell information. That's really what they do, guys. You ever look at your credit report and you notice that something that's on Equifax is different on Experian, right? Well, those are my Credit Karma people. It only shows those two. But sometimes your Experian account, right, will have something, but then your Equifax and TransUnion have something totally different. Because most people look at Credit Karma, and Credit Karma only shows you what's on your Equifax and your TransUnion. It never shows you what's on your Experian account. And that's why I love this program, because if it wasn't for this protection plan, I wouldn't have known that. And I had some things on my Experian account that I had no idea about. And that's why I'm always going to praise United Credit Education Services and what they're doing, because it just really helped us really understand what we needed to do. Hold on one second. I don't even know what this means. I'm trying to close this out. I'm trying to move that. Hold on one second. All right, so I'm still here. All right, so each credit reporting agencies are separate reports. They operate separately. That's the reason why you see the different things. Creditors have the option to report 1, 2. Why is this all coming up? All right, so credit agencies have 1, 2. But guys, they're not even obligated to share this information at all. But remember, they buy and sell debt. They buy and sell information. Your original creditor can be Capital One. Then Capital One's going to sell it to Michelle's debt collector. Michelle's debt collector now are going to call you for the debt because they just purchased it from Capital One for pennies on the dollar, right? You have the right to review and dispute items that's on your credit report. That's why you guys are here, right? Here are some of the items: late payments, charge-off, foreclosures, bankruptcies. Guys, remember, bankruptcy is not credit repair, right? Tax liens, collections, medical bills. A lot of people on this webinar probably have experience having medical bills on their credit report. And guys, this is how we do it. Everyone always asks. The Fair Credit Reporting Act. It gives all Americans the right to dispute and investigate any items on their credit report that's inaccurate, erroneous, and obsolete. So that's critical. We're just leveraging the law. We're not doing anything special. We're just leveraging the law. And guys, remember, it's all about the verbiage that goes in the letters. This is why I love our legal team. This is why I love our customer service rep. This is why I love what we do, because we're not just drafting up basic letters. This information on the letters are really going to get the results. And that's really what it's about. So you're going to get your own portal that looks like this. So here's what's going to happen. Here's the process. Let me explain it. So once you enroll on the credit repair program, right, you're going to go in the system, activate your account. You can actually reach out to customer service, because once you enroll, you're going to get an email. And that email will give you the customer service number. You call them, and you're going to say, hey, I'm a new customer. I want to activate my account. Can you help me? They'll help you activate it. Once they help you activate it, right, the next step is you're going to get an email saying, hey, look out for your dispute letters. They're coming to you in the mail. And when your dispute letters coming to you in the mail, all you're going to do is sign them and then mail one to each credit bureau. You'll send one to Equifax, one to TransUnion, and one to Experian. And then you're going to wait for the credit bureaus to respond. Now, when they respond, you're going to scan it and then email it right here. That way, our team can analyze it and then set up the second round of dispute letters to send over to you. Very simple. You're going to do 3 rounds of disputes. And here's the beautiful thing. The actual consultant that enrolled you on the program, you don't even have to call them. You can just call customer service and they'll help you. We pay them very, very well. So we want you to leverage customer service, because the consultant may be busy helping somebody else. They may be presenting. They may be doing something to help someone else have the success that you're going to have. So you want to keep this number close to you and call customer service from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And let me give you this last nugget about this. So let's say, for instance, your driver's license, right, is different from your current mailing address where you live. So when you get the dispute letters, you're going to sign them and then mail them off. But don't forget, make a copy of your picture ID and social, and then also get a bank statement, an insurance statement, something to have your name and your current address. So instead of you sending just your ID and your social, you're going to send 3 documents. That way, when the credit bureaus respond, they're not responding to the wrong address. They're responding to your current address. Because remember, you got to get those responses to us. All right, that's a very, very important point. All right, so let me go over the actual service, guys. A budgeting tool. Again, if you need help budgeting, you can invest the time into mastering this tool. You just plugging in all your information. Credit builder. We have 2 ways we can help you build credit. Besides the knowledge, we have a secure credit card, and we have another program called Credit My Rent, which I'll get into it shortly. And yes, you can actually boost your credit off your rental payments. Credit attorney. This is crazy. A lot of these companies, guys, they'll call you, harassing you, trying to get you to make these payments, disrespecting you, and we'll evaluate the case, and if it's difficult to remove and if it's inaccurate items that's on your credit report, we can work on that. And remember, we can actually sue the agency, and you can be compensated for that. We actually heard a young lady do a testimonial last night. She got $1,000. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that's nice. You're investing into the credit repair, and you don't even realize you can be compensated. Why? Because these credit bureaus break the law, and you're going to need someone to fight for you. And you don't have to go and then pay extra money to get an attorney, it comes with your program. Credit monitoring, again, this is powerful. This is like Credit Karma, but on steroids, right? Most people are just like I used to be, checking their credit on Credit Karma all the time, not realizing that it's not accurate. You cannot go into a car dealership with a Credit Karma score. You cannot sit with your, mortgage broker. They're not going to give you a loan based off your actual Credit Karma score. They usually use like LexisNexis or some other platform to actually find out what your true FICO score is. So they're not using that, right? All right, so debt payoff. If you need a system to actually help you pay off your debt so you can basically knock out some of the unnecessary interest, then you can use that debt payoff system. I have my wife. She kind of helps me set all this up and get a lot of things on automatic pay, but not everybody, has that in place. And guys, you can really leverage this tool because a lot of people actually use it. Financial lockbox. This is where you can put all your personal information there, your banking information to log into your account. God forbid anything happen to you, you get incapacitated. You need your family members to find out where to get your information to log into your account. Maybe you want to put your Instagram or your Facebook password, whatever you need for your sensitive information to be in one centralized location. This is where the financial lockbox come into play. Identity monitoring. We know a lot of people that get their identity stolen and it's very difficult to get out of. That comes with the program. I know you're thinking like, dang, how much is this a month? You're gonna love it. The net worth calculator, guys. We have a way we can help you calculate your net worth. I know a lot of us, we're not used to calculating our net worth. We think that's just for rich people. You can calculate your net worth right now. In order for you to start building net worth, you got to know where you are, right? That's important so you can understand assets and liabilities. You got to know what's a liability and what's an asset and how you can actually invest into more assets, right? Savings goals, self-explanatory. Will, trust, power of attorney. We all remember when Aretha Franklin passed away and Prince, they didn't have a will. It was all over the news. Families fighting over money. No one knows what's going on. You want to make sure you have that in place right now. So God forbid anything happens, you already have your wishes that you want to be carried out and documented, right? The YFL Family Mint. And this is a program that I feel should be in every school across the United States. Why? Because this is something that's needed. Think about this. If you knew back then what you know now about credit, what would you do differently? When I remember when I got my first car, 28% interest rate. That's insane. I was paying into the car for 3 years and I still didn't hit the principal of the car. If I would have known this, I would have got my credit up. I would have been patient first. I would have got my credit up and then went to the car dealership with some posture, but I wasn't educated. No one taught me about it, right? Now, to get started for credit repair is just $188 down. It includes all those services. I know you probably thought it was $500, $1,000, and all this other stuff, but it's just $188, less than a pair of Jordans. And for some of you ladies, less than some hair. I know about that Remy. All right. And for some of you fellas, less than a suit, but at the end of the day, guys, it's affordable, and I have people that have paid companies $1,000, $1,500, $800 for credit repair and nothing was done. Every client's going to get their own portal and they can track and log into the system to see what's going on, along with an app that you can actually track to see how many points your score went up. What's your future score? What's your, you can find out what your score is in case you want to get insurance, in case you want to get a car. Like, it's crazy how credit is being calculated so many different ways, but you have to know that. And we have all the tools that allow you to do that, right? The YFL, like I was saying, this is a phenomenal program where our company go inside schools teaching kids of personal finances from ages 8 to 18. $2 out of the $89 go to support these college scholarships. Look at the growth. 2016, 100K. 2017, 170. 2018, 250. And just now when we were in Vegas, it just was announced 350,000, right? For 2019. Our goal for 2020 is at least 500,000. When you're a part of something that's greater than you, you go hard. And we're going to continue to go hard, man. I bleed green. You cut me open right now, this color green going to come out, right? So guys, let's recap. To come in as a customer is $188. Ask the agent to get you enrolled today. They're gonna text you the link. You can get enrolled with your cell phone if you want. But I always tell people, man, I highly recommend you really look into why the person told you about becoming an agent and why this is so critical, man. So that's my actual part over right there, guys. I'm gonna take a couple of minutes. Let me stop sharing real quick. I'm gonna take a couple of minutes so we can give a few testimonials. Guys, like this business will change your life. And if I had to give you guys one tip, as you're building a business and you're helping people restore their credit, work on your credit too. Don't forget about you, because you're also a testimonial, right? So I want you guys to just kind of hear from a few people. Latoya Sims, she's a vice president with the company. I reached out to her earlier. Her and I was conversing about different things, and she recommended that she want one of her agents who I think she got a few things removed off her credit, student loans or something she got removed. I want you guys to kind of hear from her. Latoya, are you on the webinar with us tonight?
Yes, I'm here. Can you guys hear me quite clear?
So hold on. Let me give you a proper introduction. We can hear you. So she's a top producing vice president with the company, guys. So her business does $100,000 every 30 days. So that's $1.2 million a year. So she's certified. She's a certified leader, guys. She loves helping people. She makes a ton of money. And if you go to her Facebook page, she loves to shop. And she want to teach a lot of powerful women how to be powerful and how they can shop just as well as her. But I wanted you guys to really hear from somebody who we have a lot of respect for. We already know she's going to be knocking on the door to our regional vice president before you know it. So guys, without further ado, I want to introduce to you guys Latoya Sims, top producing vice president with the company. You can take it away, madam.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction, Coach Kim. I'm just super excited to be on this platform. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super fired up and super excited. Just like you stated, Vice President here with the company. Been with the company for well over 11 months, ladies and gentlemen. Came from the Airbnb world. Still have my 2 investment properties, and this just fell in my lap to make extra income. So without any further ado, I actually have my newly promoted sales director all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. She's a reality TV star, been on VH1, and she's a boss nail addict, right? She's very, very creative. Coming up next to sales director. So I would like to bring up Kalia Williams. Are you on the call tonight?
Yes, I'm on the call. How are you? Can you hear me good?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly fine.
Hey, how are y'all? How you doing tonight?
We're doing phenomenal, Kalia. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm happy that I just got promoted. My team is growing. Just to give you guys a little bit of background about how I got into this business. I had a baby 2 years ago, and I went to move back home to Cleveland to be with my family while she was an infant, because pretty much all my family is back home. And I had graduated with my bachelor's at that time when my daughter was 1, and I would say about 30 to 60 days after I walked the stage, all my student loans hit my credit saying 120 days late. Okay, so you know I was crushed to say the least. So my points went down about a good 175 points. You know, I was in the low 500s. I was devastated because I had just paid someone about $1,500 to get my credit fixed the year before. So I'm like, dang, you know. So I was on Instagram. I saw people advertising credit repair. So I was very interested. So I had inquired, and someone told me, hey, you have to pay $188 and $89 a month with FES. I did some research. I seen nothing but good things, nothing but positive feedback online, and so I went ahead and paid the money. I paid the $89 a month. And when I tell you, only being enrolled into the program for about 4 or 5 months, all my student loans now say paid as agreed. Okay, I was able to get my score back up. I didn't have any late payments on there. They took away a lot of old collection and a lot of old stuff that was on my credit that was no longer even someone I owe. So, you know, just the amount of points that my score went up was just phenomenal. So once I was able to get back to Atlanta, my credit had went up about 200 points. I got a brand new place that just built from the ground up, brand new furniture throughout the whole place. credit cards, credit card limits through the roof. And, I spoke with someone and they said, oh, I'm an agent and, we're making some serious money with your credit fees for free. But it was just still a few other things that I wanted to add, because I wanted to get removed off my credit. So I started off as an agent maybe 2 months ago, and I have already signed up under me about 12 to 15 agents. I'm having a launch every other day. Money is getting deposited every Thursday by midnight, and they're still working on my credit, guys. I'm trying to get to an 800 score so that way I can get my house built from the ground. So definitely take a leap of faith and see how God can move you and things that He can do for you. This is a major opportunity. This is the game changer. And to wrap it up a little bit, I was about to go to law school and decided not to go to law school until I could actually pay for it out of pocket instead of continue going through debt. And with this company, they're going to allow me to get my house built, pay for law school, and set me and my daughter's future up in the long run. Okay? And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and remove myself out the way and give it back to you guys. Thank you so much.
Kalia, wow. Congratulations on all your success. Thank you for saying yes to FES. And sometimes people don't realize the one decision we make, the yes that we make, help not only our generation, but you're now blessing other people's generation because you said yes. So, I wish you much success. I have no doubt in my mind that obviously you're going to be a top producing senior regional vice president, and you're going to hit the pinnacle level with this tenacity and your endurance that you have, and you got to continue to keep moving because you're always going to have success with this type of mindset. And then you got LaToya, man. So, that's just at the end of the day, you have someone that's going to help you build. You have someone that you can lean on and show you the ropes because she's a powerhouse in itself. So we appreciate that testimonial, and I really feel excited for you. All right. So let's see who we got here. All right. I wanted to do one more testimonial. Let's see who we got. Anybody hang on 1 second. I'm trying to look. 1 second. Miss Blake, how are you, madam? You all right? Yeah? You want to give a testimonial? Okay, she's scared. All right, guys, so I'm going to go. Hey, my last name Blake, girl. You better not be scared. Now, ain't no Blake scared. You might be in my family. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take myself out of the way. I'm going to bring up my mentor, guys. This guy is he's incredible. I don't even know if phenomenal is a good enough word for him, man. He's a servant leader. He loves having fun. He genuinely love helping people, man. He pour into a lot of people. And I feel sometimes people take him for granted, man. But what God has for him, no man or woman can stop. He's what you call a top producing senior vice president with the company, knocking on the door of the next position, guys. Where his business does $1 million in sales every 30 days. So that's $12 million annually. So guys, this is why I get so excited, man. I appreciate him. If it wasn't for him, I would still be at my job. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in the position where I get a chance to take my daughter to school and pick my son up. I wouldn't be in that position. So if I have another son, I'm going to name him Bruce. If I have a daughter, I'm going to name her Brucina. Right? So without further ado, guys, I want to introduce to you guys my business partner, Mr. Gold Lambo himself. Yes, he got a Lamborghini in this gold. You right. Mr. Gold Lambo himself, Mr. Bruce Lee Rochester. Are you on the webinar, sir?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me okay?
Man, I can hear you and see those pearly whites loud and clear.
Man, I was wondering for a second what you talk about, man. I appreciate that wonderful introduction, Devin. You did a phenomenal job, as always, on the first half of the presentation, breaking down how to, better my credit. And I remember my credit was so bad, man, I couldn't get a library card, bro. My credit was horrible. Made some good money, made some terrible decisions in my early childhood. and was just looking to fix it. I remember looking to get a place, and the lady said we needed a 650 credit score to move in that certain complex. So at that time, my score was a 462. I looked at my girl, asked how her credit was. Hers was bad too. And I thought my 400 and her 400 would make it 800, so that didn't work out. So we just had to fix our credit. So we went out there. We found FES. Within the first 45 days, my score went up 60 points. So I was excited. I told my girl's mom about it. She had a student loan and a Comcast bill. Shout out to Comcast. We ain't paying the boy. But anyway, they put in the collections. And within 45 days, the student loan was paid as agreed as well. And also the Comcast bill got deleted. So our score went from a 640 to a 717 in 45 days. So she was excited. And we just, I saw the opportunity. I told my deacon in the church he was spiritually inclined, but his credit was declined. So we had to fix that bad baby, right? And he was tired of getting declined. So, we had to get both borders in part. Your spirit and the finances got to be balanced, right? So I blessed him with the opportunity. And he got 9 medical bills deleted, and his child support got deleted. Let the church say amen. So we just started building a business with this. And one thing I've learned was this one thing called leverage. And we're going to talk about how we leverage this business to build a multiple 6-figure income. Let's just say this. What I used to make at my job, I don't know. It would take me 18 years to make what I made probably last year alone. And God has blessed me tremendously. This business didn't change my life. It changed my family's tree. I'm actually going to be the first millionaire in my family. And I've been saying that for the last 5 years before FES. And I've always believed it. I prayed about it, and I've received it. In Jesus' name. So if you've been praying for an opportunity, if you've been praying for more, if you've been praying for change, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, I'm letting you right now that this is the vehicle that can take you to the LOP, which is the land of promise. That can not only change your life, but change others' lives as well. Now I'm a senior vice president doing $12 million in sales, which means I do $1 million in sales a month and $12 million a year. And we're just getting started. So if you're ready to make money, you can raise your hand. You can say, I'm ready. And I'm going to go into the compensation plan. I'm going to go into how you can start your own business. And it doesn't even have to be from home. All you need is your cell phone. So I'm going to share my slide with you guys real quick. So you guys can see this real quick. All right, share screen. I know y'all excited, man. Who would have thought, business like this can actually put people in position to change their generation life. So today what you're going to learn is, what is FES? Now when I saw this, I was like, what's FES? Like, what does that mean? Like, find each I don't know what it meant. So how you can actually improve people's financial situations, and what do you need to start to grow a business? That's a very important question, because I've started a traditional business before. And we found ourselves with a lot of overhead. I just got off the phone with a good friend of mine, and he runs a fitness business with kids and after school program. And just in his overhead alone, he said, "Man, Bruce, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Man, FES is the best thing ever, because my business, my fitness business alone, just in overhead is $30,000 a month." Did you guys hear me? Just in his overhead, right? We're talking about employees, right? The location, the rent, the lights, that costs money. He said, "Bruce, my overhead is $30,000. Now he's like, now we're profitable, but what you guys are making over in FES with no overhead, man, he's like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love what I do, but he's like, I don't run the business. The business runs me. So basically, with FES, we're going to talk about just the credibility, but this company was founded in 2004. When I was doing my research, I was like, I seen that they were headquartered in Farmington Hills, Michigan. They had a consistent sales growth. So if I want to put my brand, my name on something, I wanted to make sure it was a company that wasn't, here today, gone tomorrow. they have a 15-year track record, A-rated in the Better Business Bureau. So can we all agree, if you're going to put your name on something, and if a company got an A rating in the Better Business Bureau, been around for 15 plus years, they got to be doing something right? They got the same key executives since day one. So what FBS allows you to do is you don't have to fix people's credit. This company allows you to use the marketing tools that they have, which you can sell to run your own business. You can supplement your own income. You can replace your own income. You can do it part-time, full-time, no time, anytime, right? You don't have to quit your job. I was working at a call center for 10 years. And I'll never forget, when I matched my income, you ever get up in the morning and you just want to quit your job? Like, you get up in the morning, go to work, and every single morning you wake up, you just want to quit your job. How about having that feeling for 10 years? Right? Every single morning I woke up, I'm like, man, I don't want to go to work. I'm trying to think of an excuse, right? Now that me and Kevin are business partners, we can laugh about it. Right?
For real.
But I just wanted to start something that can pass down from generation to generation. I wanted something that I can spend more time with my kids. Both of my daughters are Tauruses. They're a week apart in birthdays. So one just turned 9, the other one just turned 2. Now, when I was working 60 hours a week, I got up early in the morning, and I ain't never really seen them. We came home late at night. So when I got up in the morning, they would sleep. By the time I came home, they would sleep because you got to go to school in the morning. And I'm like, is this what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? 45 years? I needed to find something. So when I saw FBS, I said, okay, I needed my credit fixed. And I said I could get my credit fixed for free, but for $100 more, I could become a broker, right? I could become a referral agent with the company. And as a referral agent, we don't have to fix the people's credit. The company fixes the credit, like I said earlier. All you're doing is you're just referring them to that website, right? The customer enroll, the company fixes the credit, you get paid. You get your own website. So I don't have to personalize, I don't have to make my own website. You get an online tracking system, agent and customer support. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but if you was to run your own business and you had to do all of this, get your own website, hire customer support, that means you have employees. That's called staff. That's called overhead, right? You have to get marketing material. This is why the average business do not break even within 2 to 5 years. Because of overhead. Why do you think you see Sears closing down? JCPenney, all these big time Fortune 500 companies. It's not because they're losing, it's the overhead. You got companies like this where you can get it for $288 one time, and there's people that are making $6 million, $1.8 million a year. No license needed. Weekly pay. You know why I'm so excited? Because tomorrow we're getting paid, right? Commissions, residual income, bonuses, life insurance. Like, I never got these benefits working for corporate America. Now, I'm not saying a job is bad, but I'm just saying the average millionaire got 7 streams of income. 2 jobs are for 2 people, right? Why go to school, get in debt, to get a job just to pay back school? Like, it's backwards. So you have the opportunity to help others. And if you love helping people, I'm telling you right now, you're in the right business. Because I'll never forget when I sat down and Henry asked me, how many people do you think in the United States needs credit? I said, bro, everybody in this country needs credit. To get a mortgage, you need credit. To get a car, you need credit. To get good job security, they're checking credit, right? Business loans are credit. Like cell phone contract is credit. Like care credit. I mean, to get the mommy makeover, whatever you females be doing now these days, that takes credit, right? Right? I wouldn't be surprised if Tinder started checking credit. Some of y'all would be single for a long time. Let's move on to the next slide. Now, we also FBS offers additional services. These additional services, which you can use to help make more money. Like, they have a program called Credit My Rent. Now, the only time I thought you can get credit for your rent is when you get evicted. And that's a bad credit, right? So they found a way to add all your rental payments on your credit report to boost your score. Isn't that amazing? Like, I know clients that have used it where they're seeing results on their credit report anywhere from 15 to 120 points in 45 days. Now, if you were like me, where your credit was so bad you can't get a library card, I got good news for you. You can get a card over here. It's not a library card, but it's called a first progress card. It's with a bank where you get a secure credit card to start rebuilding your credit. Why is this important? Because you destroyed it the first time. Now we got to rebuild it, right? We got to rebuild it, and this is how you build up that trust. We got an app called Smart Credit. This allows you to monitor your credit report. We got a My Care plan, but these are just additional services that you can offer. Now let's get into the money. Now, how do we get paid over here? Now, this is one thing. One thing I love about this company, you get paid not one way, not two ways. You get paid 8 ways in this company. I was like, wait a minute. I get paid one way at my job. You're telling me I can get paid 8 over here? So when you start your own business with this company, the first thing you want to do is strive for 5. Strive for 5 to close the volume month out with 5 protection plan members. Once you do that, magic happens. You know what that happens? What that kind of magic? I'm not talking about David Blaine where you disappear. Your overhead disappear, which means you just got a business for free. So you mean to tell me I can pay $288, start my own business, get my credit free, right? By just referring 5 other members to the company, and there's no overhead? You see where I'm in right now? I'm in an office space. There's companies where you need a license, where you need an office. Over here, listen, all you need is this. I work off my cell phone, right? I could be in Honduras working. It don't matter. You don't have to work from home. As long as you have a cell phone, you can run your business. Now, one of the 8 ways you get paid is called direct commissions. So on every customer protection plan member that you enroll, you're gonna make $100. So Kevin talked about it earlier. It's $188 if you just want to be a customer. So just on helping people with less than perfect credit, you make $100 from the $188, which is over a 60% commission. So if we enroll 3 customers right now, this is huge, guys. This is really huge. You can break even. You can make your money back. 2 customers, you already halfway there. It cost you $288. You made $200 already. I'm like, wait a minute. I know businesses that cost 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand. I ain't never gonna make that money back that quick. In this company, you can make your money back the same day, right? Now, there's also residual income. So just on helping people with less than perfect credit, say you enroll 3 customers a day, that's $300. That's $2,100 a week. That's $8,400 a month. That's $100,000 a year. Just on helping people with bad credit. $12, you make the $12 from the $89 a month. So if you have 1,000 customers, we're talking about $12,000 a month. Now the second way you get paid, $12,000 a month. That's $144,000. That's 6 figures on one. I'm not even talking about people joining the company. I'm talking about just helping customers. 97% of the world isn't salespeople. They're not entrepreneurs. They're not doctors. They're not lawyers. They're not RN nurses. They're consumers. So you mean to tell me we can go out there and help people make a 6-figure income just on helping people? Now there's 73 million that got a 599 credit score lower. So guys, the income here is there's no limit. At a job, if I work a certain amount of hours, they're like, you gotta go home. They're like, there ain't no overtime. Over here, come on now, think about it. How many hours at your job would you have to work to make $100? Think about it. I could have a 5-minute conversation and make $100. $100. Even if you could make an extra $100 a week, right? $400 a month. What bill can that cover, right? That can go towards your car payment, your rent. It's called extra income, right? We also get paid something called a customer acquisition bonus. Now this is if you decide to build a team. Now I decided to build a team because it's better to have 1% of 100%, 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of your own. on the customer acquisition bonus, this is a bonus that's paid out anywhere from $100 to $560 for bringing on someone that wants to start their own business. And your goal is to help you get 2 protection plans. So what does that look like? So it's paid as title. So depending on what your title is, will determine how much you're going to make for helping your brand new agent. So let's say you bring on a brand new agent, you help them get 2 customers. She's excited. She made $200. Now, on the back end, you're going to make anywhere from 100 to 500. With all the lines. Hold on 1 second, guys. So you're going to make anywhere from 100 to 560. Hold on, let me get all the lines out. Alright, you all. Cool. Alright. So, now the next slide, I'm going to talk about another way we get paid. It's called the Infinity Bonus. Now, this bonus is paid out every single month extra on top of what you're making. So, say for example, it's paid as title. It's on your monthly sales. So, just like every company has sales volume. So when you're at these titles, that's what you should be doing in volume anyway. That's the title that pays you at that. So, at my title, I'm a senior vice president. I do about $1 million in sales every single 30 days. So on this bonus, it's paid 2.25%. So even if I do more than $1 million, I'm going to get paid 2.25% of the volume. Now, I don't know if you're good at math, but 2.25% of $1 million is $22,500. I don't know if you sit next to somebody, but you might want to say addition. You can see why some people in this company can afford a Bentley, a Lamborghini, a big-time house, pay for their daycare maybe for the rest of their life, right? I mean, maybe pay for rent for not only this month, but for the rest of the time they're going to be there. Like, the type of money that people are earning here, I'm not even going to lie to you. There's some professional athletes that probably make what some of these agents are making over here. Now, it gets better. The company has a retirement plan where they can actually put you in position to get your car paid for, your mortgage paid for, bonuses. Like the first level pays $600 a month towards your car payment. It could be a Cadillac, a Mercedes, or an Audi. The company is going to pay for your car payment. So I went out and got a Mercedes. And, hey, what the hell? It's free. Right? If I ain't paying for it, right? The second level, they give you a check of $10,000. This is extra, additional. So I worked in corporate America. I remember when it was like crazy. Yay, Bruce, $100 bonus. And I was like, yeah, I got my $100 bonus. Man, listen, this company over here giving me 10 grand. 10 grand for doing. Listen, it's not about working hard, guys. We gotta work smart. Like, you mean to tell me we can make this kind of money by leveraging a company with people, just helping people less than perfect grade, level 4, $25,000 bonus, level 5, $50,000 bonus, level 6? They said once you reach the level 6, I'm on level 5 right now. Level 6 pays you $5,000 a month for the mortgage of your house. Guys, think about it. You got a company that's going to pay for your car. You get weekly pay. Your mortgage is paid for. Residual income. I mean, what other bills you got other than your mortgage and your car payment? And it's paid for. Think about it. If it took you 2 to 3 years to hit these levels, would it be worth it? I mean, you've been working 5, 10 years. You already know where you're going to end up in the next 20 years. Now, if you work this business for 2 to 3 years, you got a company that's going to pay for your car, pay for your mortgage. You got residual income, weekly pay. You got life insurance. Now, one of the top earners in the company, her name is Nicola. She started down here in Miami, former hairstylist. She started really building this business because the company removed her $50,000 tax lien off of her credit report. She was so excited. She threw an event at her salon. She invited 50 people, 27 people showed up, right? Quite of a handful of people signed up. All I got to say to you is, fast forward 5 years later from the time she signed up, she's now a pinnacle in the company. What does that mean? She does $10 million in sales not every year, every 30 days. Now, what does that mean in income? Let's look at her infinity bonus. She's a pinnacle, right? 10 million in sales. On her infinity bonus. Now, she's doing actually probably more than 10 million. But just on her infinity bonus alone, what's 3% of 10 million? That's $300,000 a month extra she's making just on the infinity bonus alone. Remember, we get paid 8 ways. Guys, that's ridiculous income, man. I mean, if that don't change your life or change zip codes or change your friends, I don't know what to tell you. Now, this is my friend, my brother from the same father. He's the one that introduced me to the company. He's from Carroll City. We moved to Porter Ranch, California. Me and him used to go to the same church. And I'll never forget when he reached out to me and I said, let's do it. I mean, if you feel we could make some good money with this, and I said, listen, I know a lot of people bad credit. I'll never forget us going in the trenches. We were hitting real estate offices, mortgage brokers, car dealerships. We went to tax offices. We were doing shout outs on Instagram, Facebook. Like, we promoted this heavy. We promoted it like the next Black Panther. Like, you gonna know that we were in business. Like, we were going heavy hand with this thing. And shout outs to Alfred Nixon today. He's a senior regional vice president doing $2.5 million in sales. This gentleman is killing the business. You know, he's killing it. Like, he's 26 years old and he's a multi-millionaire. College dropout. And I want to give you one more stat. 80% of the billionaires today never went to college. It's crazy. It's crazy stat, right? Here's Ashton Henry, the gentleman's office that we sat into. We sat in his tax office. He broke down the whole details of us. He said he started with this program to help his clients. He saw it as another way to make another additional income outside of tax season. He's a senior regional vice president as well, killing it, making 6 figures a month. Man, I'm gonna tell you, like, this company, they only have about 30,000 agents nationwide. Like, we're not even good yet. So we're just getting started. Imagine when this company, to the point where there's 100,000 reps in the company. Like, I don't know if you know numbers, but they say if you're the first, because everything's about timing. If we're the first to get in Google, Amazon, I don't, even if it was Mary Kay, they say the direct sales associate said you will make up for 90% of the growth in a company, right? Once it hits that type of momentum. So right now we're at 30,000. Once it hits 70, 80, 100, guys, do you know what type of income you're gonna be making? Listen, I remember I turned down a lot of opportunities in the past. I'm glad I didn't turn this one down. This is the reason why I'm blessed and highly favored. Went from overdraft to overflow. So we're gonna train you. We're gonna hold you like a brand new baby. We're gonna show you how to launch a business, how to use social media, how to use self protection plan, how to build a team of agents nationwide, how to understand the compensation plan, how to build long-term residual income, how to become a successful leader, and have the right mindset, success, and much more. So there's training support, regional training, agent support, annual FBS conventions. We have qualified, agent invite trips. We have a cruise that we do once a year where all of us come on. Man, it was so much fun. Like, I ain't never been on a cruise. I mean, think about it. I worked 10 years of my life all year just to get 1 week off, and I ain't never been on a cruise. Like, I worked so hard when I got my vacation. I'm gonna be honest with you. All I didn't want to do was just be in bed and just I didn't want to do nothing. But I was like, how much longer am I gonna do this? Work all year just so I can sleep in bed for 1 week. I'm tired of that. I wanted more. And I'm trying to tell you right now, if you really want more out of life, if you're sick and tired, listen, what's your level of interest? Become an agent, it's $288, you pay that one time, or you can become a customer, it's $188. Ask your agent and get enrolled today. So, with that being said, I'm gonna have stop sharing my slide. Appreciate it. So I appreciate everyone for hopping on. I'm gonna have probably 1 or 2 persons just give a quick testimony. You know why? I'm trying to mute all these lines for the longest while. I'm gonna have one person. give a testimony. And the gentleman I'm going to give a testimony to, he's like another brother. I never forget, I met him at YOLO. We was out eating. And he Jamaican. But he wanted more, man. He just kept, complaining about his job. And, I said, let's run. I'm going to show you how to do it. And today, he's now a regional sales director knocking on ESD. I'm proud of this guy. I mean, he's doing over $25,000 in sales, not every 60 days. He's doing that every 30 days. Killing it. I mean, every time I see him on the phone, he enrolled a brand new customer. He's got enrolled customers left and right. So without further ado, I want to bring to the stage no other, my brother to my other mother, the same father, Mr. Everington Bryant. Are you on the line tonight?
Yes, I am, Bruce. Can you hear me clearly?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, hey guys, how you doing tonight, man? Listen, first and foremost, I just want to go ahead and give it back to the speakers tonight. I want to give it back to Coach Kev. Coach Kev, you brought the fire, you brought the flame as always. You know what I'm saying? Going over the services and everything. Helping to educate the individual to let them understand that it's bigger than just credit repair. You know what I mean? Bruce, you spoke about the money like you're definitely, the accolades fit you, man. You know what I mean? So, I mean, nobody more perfect, more genuine, and you have just a heart of gold. Like you said, we met at YOLO, guys, and I want y'all to know that he paid for my food that night too. I was broke, but it's just so funny that he just looked out, man, and from the first, it wasn't about do you have it or not. It was all about do you want to win. See, I believe more in myself that I wanted to win, but to see somebody else actually bank that on you too, that wanted you to win. See, guys, you gotta understand, you can't want it more than somebody else, but this gentleman just basically gave me a simple challenge. He said, listen, if you really want to win, I need you to come around me. I need you to basically follow my footsteps, and you will get the success that you want. Guys, I've been involved in this business for 14 months, and all I've been doing is following the leadership that Mr. Bruce Rochester has been telling me to do. And literally, it's one thing to say, but I wish you guys could see it daily. Like, this guy works like a dog. He's the senior vice president. He doesn't have to be putting in that kind of work, but the fact that I see that, it actually reflects back on me. This is why I go so hard. This is why Coach Kev goes so hard. See, we see it, and they always tell you, in life, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're following the right cat. Mr. Bruce Lee Rochester, that's the right cat. You know what I mean? And all I've been doing, man, is doing exactly what he's been telling me to do. Got started with a company, month and 23 days, I was able to hit sales director. Guys, I was tired of being sick and tired. I felt like I had more worth than my job had for me. You know what I mean? I know that I wanted to win. And the only way that I was going to win was by playing that lotto on myself. I was the biggest gambler. I was the biggest ticket. And I put that out there, and I made sure that I went to work. Head down, no complaining, and I just made that happen. You know what I mean? So, Bruce, Coach Kev, thank you very much for you guys' leadership, man. I just want to, say thank you, man, for having me on the call.
Wow, appreciate that wonderful testimony, man. That was fire. I'll never forget that day at YOLO, man. Turn up the cornbread. The cornbread was fire. So, guys, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, get back with the agent who got you on here. It's either you want to get started as a customer, or as an agent, you can get both done. You get your credit done, and you can make money by helping people. Remember, strive for 5. There's 8 ways to get paid in this company. And, I mean, even if you don't do this, I mean, if it's not FES, then what? What's plan B? Playing the lotto, betting on the game, playing tickets, I don't know, working overtime hours, going back to school, getting a dad, no guarantee to get a job, wait for Social Security, and they're talking about that won't be around from 2035. What is plan B? Getting a traditional business and, having thousands and thousands of dollars in overhead. Like, what's your plan B? I'm not saying this is perfect. All I'm saying is network marketing is just better. And if not FES, then what? Not now? Then when? I remember I didn't have the 288. You know what I did? I borrowed from my future. I borrowed from my future. I ain't have the money. I took a risk. Like you said, I took a risk on me. Because nobody else, if nobody gonna bet on me, I'm gonna bet on me. And I knew for a fact, listen, there's a lot of people that need the service, and I was gonna make my money back. I was gonna kill this thing, and today, man, we ain't looking back. We just looking forward. So we ain't looking left. We're not looking right. We just looking to help more people. So I see you guys at the top. I believe in you guys. I see it. I see you no longer having to wake up every morning. I see you now having somebody where you can have your kids home from school. I see where you can drive that car with the top down. I see you living in a 7-bedroom, 7-bathroom house. I see you with the pearly whites. I see you with your hair always done, fitted suits. I see you never having to worry about bills. I see it. And I know you see it and you feel it. And if you feel it and you see it like I see it, I see you guys at the top. Peace.